let's get this out of the way right now. Number 1, wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. That's sing the happy birthday song twice, okay? Number 2, make sure that you're coughing or sneezing into your arm or into your shirt. Do a little dab, and make sure that you're not doing it on your hands, because then you're going to infect everybody around you. On top of that, make sure that you're disinfecting any of those high-touch surfaces in your dank-ass house. And number 4, make sure that if you have any of these symptoms, you call your doctor and make sure that they're ready to receive you at your local hospital. And last but not least, when in doubt, just stay home. Make sure you're not infecting others or getting infected. Now that we got that out of the way, now that you have to stay home for 2 or 3 weeks, what are you going to do while you're quarantined? Well, to find out, why don't you hit that like, smash that subscribe, and stay tuned. So Alan and I weren't going to make this video, but then everything we wanted to do got canceled. So now we're thinking about the ways that we can harness this quarantine, and we thought that it would be a good idea to talk to everybody at home about what they can do now that they have way too much time on their hands. So this is going to be part 1 of 2 videos, where I have a lot of experience working from home, so it's going to be general advice about how to take care of yourself while you work at home. Well, the next video is going to be from Alan's perspective about how to utilize this time as a filmmaker and listen to a horn. God!
It's reaching us!
Yeah, it's here! And the next video is going to be from Alan's perspective on how to harness this time as a filmmaker and grow some of those professional skills. So number 1 is doing the things you've been putting off. Go Marie Kondo your house, clean your dank-ass room or your studio, and make sure that you're cleaning your lenses. A lot of things that you've been putting off for a while, but the biggest one, in my opinion, is to organize your hard drives. I'm definitely guilty of having some pretty ridiculous project files and not keeping my footage where they need to be. So it's a good idea to go through your hard drives and reorganize your projects. It's always good to have all of your footage exactly where you want it, and it's a good idea to look back on past projects. I have some stuff from 2017 that I recently looked back on. It was a nice little hug. It was really, really enjoyable. So give your future self a gift by organizing things that you know you're going to need in the future. And now that you've reorganized your footage and seen all the shots that you do like, it's a good idea to make those clips work for you by turning them into stock footage. Go make a profile on Stuttershock, Go make a profile on Shutterstock, Pixabay, Pond5, or Adobe Stock. And that footage that you've been sitting on can start making some money for you. And bonus tip, if you realize that a lot of those clips that you have don't really work as stock footage, make sure to put them on your Instagram, YouTube, or your portfolio page. Right now, there's a lot of people online that are looking for any content to fill the void of all this newfound time they have on their hands. So why don't you fill that up with all your cool art? And if you post it on social media, why don't you tag us? We'd love to see that stuff, whether good or bad. Not too much bad stuff. It's depressing enough as it is.
I want to see all the bad stuff.
And if you look through your hard drives and realize you're not really happy with a lot of the stuff on there, well, now's a good time to practice. Take your camera out, go take pictures of your cat, go make some cool assets in Photoshop or Illustrator, maybe even make some presets for Premiere, and try to do some of those tutorials you've been putting off for a while. I got a big old playlist of tutorials I'm ready to dive right into. We even have a couple on the channel if you want to go check them out. And if you don't got a big boy camera, your smartphone's pretty good. And there's a bunch of apps that give you full control over your smartphone camera. Whew, and if you still got time after all of that, I think it'd be a good idea to give back. This is a pretty rough situation and a lot of people could use some help. These are a couple of websites that you can go to and answer a couple of questions, and those answers will turn into food for underprivileged people. And if you got some of that stock video money lying around, the best thing you can do is donate to your local food bank. And finally, let's just take a moment and relax. This is a crazy time and there's a crazy bunch of stuff going on, but ultimately when you're working from home or working for yourself, it's easy to overwork yourself. So take a deep breath. Go watch a movie you haven't seen in a long time, or join the 20 million people on Steam. And if you couldn't take a deep breath just now, then it'd be a good idea to call your doctor and get that checked out. And if you're stressed out about everything on the news and things getting canceled, well, a quarantine is just an easy way to stop the spread of everything that's going around. So you're actually doing your part by huddling up at home and staying healthy. Unless you're hoarding hand sanitizer and toilet paper, in which case you're helping nobody except for those dang Charmin bears. On that note, thank you so much for watching, and give us a like or a subscribe if you want, but that's not why we made this video. We just want to make sure that everybody's staying healthy and doing what they think is positive and refreshing during this trying time. And let us know what you're doing during this quarantine, and how everything's working out for you, and if you actually got some toilet paper, and how much you're selling it for, and if you can do a 1-day shipping, please.
That's good.
Yeah.